Hey guys, my name is Jerem, or Mr. Frozy. I've been working with Miss Scoville on a project that you guys are gonna help us out with. We're gonna use your iPad and a little app called Clips to help us learn about some really cool stuff. So take a look at this. I'm gonna show you something I found in my garage that's gonna tie in to the work we're gonna do. All right, so in my garage, I've got this thing hanging up by my window. Check that out. I think this is gonna connect with some of the things y'all are gonna work on. So let's see if we can do some investigations. But I wanna introduce this app called Clips to you while we do this. It's got some really cool things that it does. It lets you use video and photo. You can even use sketches and mark up your photographs in order to help understand the things that you're learning. So let's take a look. All right, so I've got Apple Clips loaded on my iPad here. It's up and ready to go. You can see that it starts up in selfie mode. It's sitting right here next to my super cool skull that I found when I was a kid because I grew up out in the country in Kansas. So I wanna show you how to use Clips a little bit, and I'm gonna do that here by propping my iPad up and just kind of introducing you to what it does. So right up here at the top, you notice you can have the front-facing camera, or of course you can turn that camera around and grab something from the rear-facing camera. Anytime you want to record a clip, you press and hold on the red button. So press and hold, it's going to record it into the timeline down here in the bottom. And now I've got a new clip that I can tap on and do all kinds of things like add effects. We can do ink, comic book, all kinds of fun stuff. Even add labels in. So if I want to add some information in about what I'm doing, I can even put a label in and type in a new word. And then I can apply that and even move it around on my Clips screen. So there's all kinds of things you can do and add to your Clips video that you put in. Notice too that you can tap and hold and move your clips around and put them in whatever order you want. So just because you capture them in one order doesn't mean they have to stay there. Now, the last thing I'd like to show you about the camera is that I can do something here using this little button down here in the bottom right-hand corner. So with that button, I can take a picture of something that I want to capture. So let's flip this around. Let's come over here. Let's take a snapshot of my skull. Perfect, because now I can start to press and hold to record, even swipe up to lock it on, and now I can zoom in on things like the teeth and start to analyze what kind of skull this might be. So that now recorded a photo, and notice that when I play this back, it's going to show me all of the voice that I said while I was recording it. Zoom in on things like the teeth and start to analyze what kind of skull this might be. And it even records the motion of me moving my photo around on the screen. Now, besides just the photos, we've also got things like posters. So there's all these really cool posters you can use to add transition or to add more animation to your clips. So I can tap on a poster, it's gonna download that poster, bring it into my Clips timeline, and remember, press and hold to record. It's got some nice cool animation in it, and of course I can even go in and I can tap on that clip and change the words, so if I wanted to say something different, I can. So that's a really quick rundown of Clips. You're gonna find all kinds of other cool features like adding in background music that adds a lot of value. And you can even pull in photos and video from your photo library, which is what I wanna show you next. Okay, so like I said, I found this skull when I was a kid, and I'm curious if you can figure out what kind of skull it is. We're gonna do some investigation, and I've got my son here, Asa, who's gonna help us out. Say hello, Asa.
Hi.
All right, so we're gonna actually now use photos right inside of our iPad, and we're gonna add some things to our photos called markup. So let's take a look at how to do that. All right, so to begin, I'm gonna launch my Photos app right here, and what I did is I took a couple of pictures of my skull right here on my iPad. So let's open up these pictures of the skull. And what I want to show you is that when you go up here to edit, anytime you have a picture open, you can actually start to do some really cool things. So inside my editing window, I've got all these options at the bottom. I can crop the picture, I can add these filters, but what I want to show you is right inside these three little dots. And when I click on that, I can then choose Markup. Markup gives me a whole set of pen tools. So Asa, what I'd like you to do, let's grab the color red, and it popped up with a marker. Can you circle the teeth for me on this photo? So now we can start to add markup to our photo. We can even also add other kinds of information, like I notice that these teeth are very flat. Now this is a clue to what kind of animal this is. You can also take a look at where the eye socket is. The eye socket is located behind the teeth, and the skull is very long, very elongated. So using markup allows me to do things with my photos that I can then bring back into my Clips app. Now the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take that photo we marked up and we're gonna put it into our Clips video. So you can start to bring all kinds of really cool things together, from videos to photos to sketches, as well as the audio from your voice and the music that you can load from the Clips soundtrack. So Asa is gonna show us how to bring this photo in. All right, Asa, so where we're at is, you see down here, we're in library.
Yes.
And we have the photo that you just added your information to.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and tap on that photo. It's gonna load that photo into our Clips app, and then we're gonna press and hold, and go ahead and swipe up, Asa, to lock that on.
Yeah.
It's recording, and you can even pinch in and move around on the photo. So let's do that, Asa. So go ahead and like pinch in, yeah, so you can zoom in on those flat teeth. You can move across, and it's gonna record all of the motion. If we wanna show that eye socket, we can do that as well. And then when you're done, you hit stop. So the very last thing you're gonna do, once you finish your Clips video that's all about your investigation, you're gonna export your video and save it. You can play and preview your video right here by pushing the play button, but as you scroll across, you'll notice in the bottom right-hand corner, you've got a little button down here that's a box with an arrow, and when I tap on that, I can now save my video out to my camera roll, and we're done and ready to go. All right, so did you guess what kind of animal my friend is yet? These teeth are a big clue. That long snout and where the eyes are positioned are as well. Hopefully you can figure that out, but I want to thank you for coming on this journey with investigating the Clips app, and I'm excited to see the kind of videos that you build using your photos, your video, your audio, and your sketch as you investigate the things that relate to the animals in your world.